This is William K. Murtaugh, Witness 1, and I am going to discuss what I would call intensification. Now, this is a follow-up to a video that I did earlier this evening. It now appears, according to the conspiracy theorist, that his children are being threatened. Now, he doesn't name this time around specifically who it is that made this threat, although we can hazard a guess. But since he has not named the accuser, I am not going to name him here. I'm going to leave that to your imagination. Now, I'm going to say up front, I do not condone children being threatened. I do not condone children being involved in arguments against adults. And thus I am somewhat concerned about this latest development if, in fact, the conspiracy theorists' children are being threatened. And the reason I doubt this is this particular conspiracy theorist has a habit of making things up. There is still a question out there as to whether or not there was a threat made, as I described in my prior video, having to do with a competing child rescue group, and one which the conspiracy theorist has had a lot of criticism as of late on his social media channels. Now, this time around, we have a far more serious problem of children being threatened. Now, we'll be curious to see if the conspiracy theorist files a criminal complaint, because if he does not, then this calls into question if this threat is valid. For the sake of his children, either the conspiracy theorist or the parents of the children involved, or child, need to go to law enforcement and address these threats. If none of these people do not, then there is going to have to be a question asked of, is this an immense fraud? And if it is, it would be as despicable as somebody making a threat against the children, because now the children are being victimized as being part of a fiction on the part of the father/grandfather, who has a penchant of making up stories for his own glorification. This is something we're going to have to wait and see how this develops, but it seems to be the escalation with these threats and accusations are happening almost on an hourly basis. This is getting extremely serious, and something needs to be done about it one way or another. I would suggest that the person who is being accused of these actions, and he knows who he is, needs to come forward and clear this up. Is it he that is making these threats, or is he being lied about by this conspiracy theorist? This is entering a new dimension here, and it would benefit the public to know the truth. And it is about time that someone told the truth. So stay tuned. Until later, this is William K. Murtaugh, Witness 1. Have a good one.